not really, battle or struggle. We're getting good loot for each other.
Yes, and that's what we also saw back at Myth, wherein we saw them that they're actually scattered from one another, but not that far. If ever someone, maybe clashes with one particular team, so they're actually doing the same strat.
True, and that's actually pretty crucial too, because it can come very beneficial that you are very far off from your team because you can get free loot. But if you do get to engage a team, it has its pros and cons. You do get info, but you're outnumbered, and it would really take time for your teammates to go to you.
Okay, so this is actually the downtime. That's what we're talking about. For every game, for every start of the game, this is the starting game. We're in the, even though they've already played with one another back last week, this is still another fresh start for everyone. That's why we can see here that they're actually playing it safely. And for this tournament, you don't want to be the first team to be taken out.
True. That would really ruin your momentum very first off. Like, you getting taken off from the very first game, it could actually set off some difficulties, because first, mentality, two, you're at the bottom right now. You have more work to do on this following round because you need to catch up. So being taken out on the very first round is actually a big no-no. You have to really avoid that. I bet all our
Team 10 is here at the horizon.
Ooh, here we go. Here we go. They might actually clash here. They have them LMGs out.
Yes.
Or will they let them pass? Oh, they did let them pass. They're all on vehicles right now.
Okay, I see. No one is actually revealing. Oh, there you have it. Shots first. Coming from online. 224. Miracle will be left behind. What will we do here? Will there be another? Oh, they are just firing towards this team. And now, Team MY is actually, gonna engage in.
Through the window. That was insane. Now, he's alone right here. No. Correct. Let me get back on that. He's not alone. And they're trying to figure out who downed their teammate. They're actually looking, they're scouting around, but they're getting shot out in the open.
Yeah.
Now they're regrouping. They really need to think this through because one of their teammates got shot through the window. Ice-blooded killer right there. He really needs, they really need to back off right now and get info.
Showing us what they're made of, shooting relentlessly here at Team 10. But it's really sad for Team 10 because even though they were able to evade this, RRQ just killed someone from MY and IC. Oh, wow.
That's two of them. And they're not done yet. Myth and RRQ now showing that they're still the dominant force right now. Another one. G9 gets another one. Now Myth trying to just get the loot as they can from the down player earlier. Actually, that was crazy. Just peek from the heel peak and BAM! Through the window. Just like that. So even though you're in a car, you are not safe. Because this is the teams of best here.
MY, they got sandwiched between RRQ and Myth. I don't know if it's just a coincidence that these two teams are near one another, but it's really unfortunate for Team 10 to be, near Team 2 and 1, Myth and RRQ.
True. And those types of things that we cannot really avoid, and right now they're just looting their heart's content. Regardless, again, even though you're in a car, moving as fast as you can, you are not safe. Because again, we have the best of the best here in Southeast Asia. And as you can see, the kill feed, they're actually having a firefight right now.
He's down.
There's a trade-off. Let's see what will happen there. Now we're looking at Team 9. They're just trying to scout out. I guess they're trying to hold the fort. They're playing it safe. And actually, there's nothing wrong about that. If they want to hold down the fort, it's actually good. It prevents you from getting taken out. And it prevents you any loss of life from your own team.
Okay, so YG Deuce is from Myanmar, and they have the compounds here all to themselves. They're just actually scouting, and we are now down to 56 players of our first map, Erangel. And yeah, it was quite a shocker to be, killed earlier in this round by teams coming from Thailand.
It's very intimidating right now. Again, this is again, like you said earlier, They really need to calm down and not think of who is the top dog right now. They really need to not get intimidated by the team of Thailand, as it could really ruin your mindset in firefights, especially when again you're exchanging bullets with them and one gets down and you knew who are you fighting with. You really need to clear your mind and get through that firefight.
Oh, IMP versus Blacklist International here is gonna be Singapore against Philippines. Singapore,
and Blacklist right now are just scouting the area, getting information as much as they can, and they're really
disengaged though.
Yeah, they're
They
near it. They disengaged. Actually, but there's a close loot right there. Maybe the Blacklist already got it, and IMP got a sniff of that, and they might actually go to Blacklist International right now.
Okay, we're talking about Batman, Spider-Man, Assassin, and Superman here. Again, coming from Team 16 Sendaslao. Okay, we've seen them. And the Spider-Man, talking about Spider-Man, he has always been the sole survivor, always surviving until the last circle, giving placement score for his team. That's a little background for these people.
And right now, thank you for that. And our circle is now closing in, and we're heading to our second circle, and we have iconic Team 13 RSG now still outside, and we have Team 14 as well just exiting military base. And as you can see, our second circle is really open. There's not much compounds in our second circle, and for me it's actually really good to be there early on so you can situate yourself and position yourself for the coming circle, as every team will go there and converge at the open fields.
And that is the complications of actually playing it safely, because the longer you play safe, the longer the circle goes little, and then the more team has to go inside it. Everyone's just become so saturated. The area goes saturated, and they're just gonna be forced to be killing one another once the circle is really small. So that's gonna be the complication. So like what Archer said, like what you say, third partner, you really have to go in first so that you'll be able to situate yourself in a proper location.
And it's pretty dangerous, especially that that area is more on open fields.
Yeah, like what you said.
And they really need to have good positioning in that type of firefights. And as you can see, Myth has taken down 2 from the Blacklist International, and they're sandwiched. There's another team with Blacklist International right now. And right now, the red zone is popping, and RG is still trying to loot, and we're going to Team 3, just trying to rush, going to the next circle as fast as possible.
Yeah, everyone's now going inside the circle, and this is the time that we're waiting for, to everyone to be forced to be exchanging shot. Meet Online 24 has downed someone there, and let's see what's gonna happen here. Blacklist Scalers, PS is down.
Killer right now is sandwiched, and I'm not this is a very low chance of survival right now. They're being gunned down from their side, and one from aerial support from that mountain. Right now, I guess Killer is just getting as much information that he can, but Team 4 is just holding down the mountain,
It's gonna be
and
done
they have
for,
Myth beside them.
He's done for. He's done
Yeah,
for.
he's
Look at
done
his
for.
allies. Look at his allies.
Yeah, he's just
they're
getting
really,
information.
really far from them. So Online here is gonna go and relocate himself, looking for a really good spot to flank in, or actually just scope someone. But Aeon's here trying to take revenge. Hopefully he'll be able to get that. Let's see.
And right now they're just scoping. They know they have 2 teams right beside them, and it's gonna be really risky to go out. Why? They have another compound filled with Myth and another team up top, so it's really open if they do charge in. So I guess it's the best just to hold the fort right now and see who moves in this stalemate.
Phew! And Blank is on fire. Blank's on fire. They just killed someone continuously, but airdrop has been dropped here. Let's see who's gonna be going for that. Oh, look at that.
AWM. Let's see who's gonna get the sweet AWM, that one shot, that long range firepower. Who would take that home? But right now, Myth trying to assess the situation, having 2 teams right beside them. Either they go ham or just take a chill pill right now, and they're just reassessing their items, I assume. And right now, Team 4 is in a really good position because if they do engage with firefights, they have the advantage. Even though if one person is down from their team, it's not likely to get taken out. Why? It's really hard to finish a person on that area, and
Yes.
they might actually get the crate right now.
They have the good location here. They have the per ground advantage. They can actually scout the area for possible enemies to be going in. So for now, just for now, this is a really good location for our team 4, which is DRNX. I think that is from Indonesia.
And that's
So,
actually
like, what
awesome. They got the EWM as well.
Oh, they were
If they
able
get
to
the
get that.
EWM, they could really maximize the range, the power of
Yeah,
them being on
the
top of
area.
the mountain.
Exactly. And like what Myth is actually trying to teach us or let us see here in our first game. Again, they are showing us, their team. They're not actually playing it safely.
They're being aggressive.
If there's an engagement, they would actually grab it. Why not?
Mm.
Ooh, it's
They're really
nasty.
asserting dominance right now. And as you can see, we have Nasty again. We're having the ghillie suit. I get Team 11 just holding down the fort.
Being nasty inside the house with a ghillie suit. Okay,
And
we're
right
about
now,
to go in.
we're being squashed in our second circle, and everyone trying to go in. Icon.
Oh.
Team Philippines is going to Georgia Paul, which is empty. It's vacated. No one is there. Now every team is very near to each other. Just small compounds, side by side, in the open field. Now who would really see? Who would really go out and test the waters? It's pretty dangerous right now.
Yeah, it's just a couple of time for us to be seeing an action-packed engagement coming from our players. Look at that circle; it's really small. Everyone should be forced by now to go inside that. And like what you said, Archer, they should be having a good location at this very moment for them to hold and camp.
Actually, what I like to add on, the reason why Team Thailand is up top, they have good circle control. They have the
Always.
best positioning.
Always.
I don't know how they do it, but they just
Same.
know where to position at every circle. They are not they're not open. They're controlling the area. They have this perimeter setup, regardless of them being in the middle, being in the farther side. If they set up that perimeter and anyone tries to contest it, they will definitely win. For some reason, they have this good foothold of the circle.
Exactly, and they tend to tell us that you need to have luck. Well, of course, luck is also needed, but we can actually call this skills. They know when to be at the right place at the right time, but someone will go down again.
And right now, hold that thought, but right now, Myth is now engaging with Team 4. They're being surrounded, but no. Even though you are surrounding us, we will hunt you. Now, one guy is very far off, 3 on 4 actually, but Myth is online, trying to hold down a strong area of defense. But as his team is down, he got downed as well. The tables has turned. Myth is in trouble right now. 2 people are down, and they're being sieged by 3 other players. But what a comeback! One is down, one mid player is alive, trying to win his team back, and it was not enough. But Stone managed to get a smoke pump, and online is trying to being up here while all the fires, all the bullets are flying through his ears. This is crazy. Maybe this is the time that Team 4 trying to stand up against the tyrants of this tournament.
Yes, we are watching DRNX UCUP here throwing deployables now, proning, trying to look for the safe spot, but someone mid Stone again down once more here. Why are you doing that to Stone? This is the second time he's down. We're watching DRNX UCUP here again.
They're being flanked hard.
Hacking here.
Oh, there's the flank. There's the flank. Oh my God.
Mid will go down.
Gets taken out. That was a solid work there by Team 4. Indonesia, so showing their power, their prowess right there. Having one guy being a very far off, good angled peek from down low, distracting them so hard while 3 players coming from behind. What a play.
Exactly. And now we're watching UCUP here once again. It's just a duo for their team right now. And like what we said, we were able to witness a while back there. Even though you're a really good player, it's still an open area. So disadvantage is still on your side.
The flanks were good, and again, I really have to commend that the other player separated from the group just to get their attention. Getting one guy down was so crucial because Smith tried to converge in on the down player, trying to get him up. As while
I think
that's
there's
happening,
gonna be an
they
engagement
got
here.
Team 12 and Team 5. But again, good flanks. Again, comment to that. They may lose two players, but it was a good trade-off. As Team Thailand, again, is one of the top players, and that could really ruin the score, and people will be able to catch up.
And now we're watching here RG Beruang just trying to get a scope here, throwing in some shots there. It's not connecting, spraying in. He also know that there's also someone out there. There's gonna be 3 teams here at this very area, but they should be, going inside the circle at this very moment. They should go inside the circle.
Yeah, they really should. They really need to get situated right now. As again, this circle right here is like minimal, maybe like 4-6 houses, and this is full on terrain, elevation. They really need to have a good spot, and they really need to secure the perimeter.
Everyone's just converging in. Look
They
at that
are.
iconic RG, GPY, Spider-Man, and the rest. OMG, there's gonna be a bloodbath here. Let's go, Arthur.
Oh my God. And right now, Team 5 and Team 12 is in a stalemate, and they really need to move fast. They will see each other as they go in through Gatka, going into our fourth circle.
We're watching VGM here. Just like that, we're down to 43 players here, 13 team alive. This is just the first game. We've seen a lot of gunshots being thrown from one another, kills here, left and right. We're watching RG Hands now just healing himself, almost barely making it at the edge of the circle, which is kind of safe place for now.
Sure, like what Icon is doing. Icon is actually backing off right now, going even outside of the circle, taking in little damage just to get in a good position down south of the circle. But right now, RRQ is might actually engage with Team 8 here, and they're at the open area, but they really need to secure this perimeter. They can't have another team beside them, and will they garrison? I guess they'll be garrisoning this compound. But the thing is, teammate has the high ground. We'll never know what could happen here.
We have seen a lot of off-cam kills, right, left and right there. I think it's Steady Steam from Red here. Rocky and the rest of the gang. There you have it. Flat is already down. I've also seen from the kill feed that someone from Iconic PH, which is Blank, is already down. I'm not sure if he's already dead though. So let's try to see that as our battle here at the first round emerges. And there you have it. We can see the map here. Everyone's gonna go inside the circle. We are about to witness a really good ending here as the circle is drawing near to its final
stages,
circle.
yes.
Yeah.
And again, we have 41 players alive. Look at that circle. It's so small. And right now, Team 4 is still heated. Now trying to not let MTX get in. Ge is down, and he will be eaten by the Blue God, and they will be holding down the 4 end. But they're getting fired on. But here, Icon, they're being downed left and right. And the DRNX now just trying to hold this Havel, and they're really being fired on by Team 9. They cannot escape that clutches as it's in the open area.
Barely surviving, holding for dear life. Oh, Insider is down. He's gonna go outside. No more Insider for now. Where are your teammates? Oh, it's gonna be just Kagura in the Juggernaut. Yeah. He has to.
Smokes are being stopped. And right now, they might assert pressure right now from Team 11.
Team 11 is actually pressuring them. Ip is actually going for that kill. They know they can smell blood. They have to go in and engage on Team 12. Oh, but I think they are actually, just gonna go in. It's quite bizarre though, Archer, because we
Yes.
know Imp and RSG is coming from the same country. Hmm.
Yes.
Hmm.
And there, we'll never know what's gonna
We'll
happen right
never
there.
know, but they should be engaging in. For me only.
They are. They're converging in left and right, but they're being fired on upon. They're being gatekeeped right
Hey,
now.
let's see.
Let's see.
Let's
Kagura
see.
now trying to up. Nasty, trying to push
Oh
in
no,
really
no,
hard.
go back,
Okay, go.
go back to 11 and 12. I want to witness.
And
Oh,
there you
Sakura.
go.
I will go down.
Despite the smokes, they'll
It's
be
really
taking out.
sad. Actually, it's really sad for me to be witnessing, teams coming from the same country to actually battling one another. But it's a battle royale. Let's go.
Yes, and as you can see, there's 33 teams, and look at the circle. It cannot fit that much people. Someone has to go, and Team 4 right now securing the drop, and Team 15 now trying to not Team 11 go
Yes.
in. They're having this
Actually,
good
Gutsy is
coverage here.
being really bold here, just shooting and revealing his location, considering that it's just a duo for his team. It's just the two of them. So, you want to be concealing, then revealing your location. So, Team 11 is actually not going in that particular area because they know someone is actually waiting for them.
And
Yeah,
right now
going
they're
circle
just
here at the edge.
they're going in the cars, moving as fast as they can. They'll be fired upon. That's no doubt. Like that, Blacklist International. One of their players goes down. RRQ. Because it cannot fit that much people. They're having a bloodbath in the house. We can't see what's happening inside the house.
Someone's
But
joining.
RRQ joined the bloodbath. Vigor gets thrown by a grenade, gets taken out.
Mozzad! Oh,
And right now,
Mozzad!
RRQ right now, just being outside of the house, just waiting and praying for the right opportunity, just to join in the fray. Team 4 is still on fire. RRQ now throwing them deployables right now.
Ernie
Cooking up the frags. Now, smokes are being thrown.
Yes.
Actually, Thailand might actually want revenge. This is the team who took out their brethren right here.
Yeah, exactly. So it's gonna be Team 4 here. Then DRANX here, MOZZAD is actually enclosed in this particular area. It would be hard for them to engage in MOZZAD and UCUP there, and we have a lot of people we can see here. But I think Ernie will be disengaging, which is a really nice call for their team. They have to go inside. Let's just try to watch MTX here. The sole survivor, Sol Dongda.
It's really actually very crucial to back off right there. It's being so sandwiched right now, and actually that bought time for other players to secure the next circle. Now RRQ is kind of displaced along with Team 4, 7, and 9. Let's see how they try to push their way and force themselves inside that
Batman.
circle.
Teddy Boy just killed Batman there. Whoa, RRQ Birio. On the other hand, we got Gutsy. Rocky will go down. Gutsy is now dead. Is Gutsy now dead? So this is the particular compound where the bloodbath is actually being done. We are watching Red Kings and the rest of Red here just throwing in deployables. Neem Gaming on the other hand concealing himself because he is the sole survivor for his team. I think the party is about to start.
It will, as the circle is now closing. Everyone just trying to get in. The blue gun is damaging them so hard. They're being squashed in. And look how much players we still have. 21 players. Now RRQ trying to go in. They're trying to get revenge for their own teammate. RRQ Beer is also down as well as they got late into the circle. They might not actually make it here. 2 players down. EARNNY, the left lone survivor of RRQ, trying to heal up as he will not be able. I think that he will not be able to save his brethren. He might get Beer here in a good position as smokes is popped. But they're really beside Team 3 here, Red, trying to just circle. They don't know. They don't know RRQ is there. They just don't know.
He has an idea. He has an idea, but he doesn't really know the exact location. That's why he is just throwing randomly here. Look at how small the smoke
gets taken out. We didn't see it. RRQ gets taken out by the Red. They
Red
got
team,
off
yes.
guard while he was being up, while the smokes are popped. Red smelled blood and took them out. Now Team Thailand, the top tier teams right now is out. We only have 14, 9, 8 and Team 3 left in the battlefield, and Team 8 has a good compound
A
right now.
good position right now. Team 8, we have it. But unfortunately for Team 14, they have to really cross that river. Let's see for Team 9, because Team 9 is actually waiting for them. So small, really small circle for this much of a player. 14 people left, 4 teams left, and this really small area is now being restricted once again. Let's see what's gonna happen.
And right now they're being trying to position themselves, but there's no more positioning involved here. Someone
more.
has to peek, someone has to see someone. This is a
Yes.
small circle for 14 players.
Oh, no.
Now RG trying to pop some smokes as they try to get up this mountain, but
Exactly.
RG is seeing
No, throwing in some
being shot.
Oh,
my
no.
god, that firefight! Good shot there by Teddy Boy,
Teddy Boy
taking
is also down.
But he's down as well.
Yes.
And right now, it's being pressured. The pressure is on with all players. Throwables being thrown left and right by Red. And it's actually connecting. And VGM, Tom, trying to be up by his teammate. And right now, it's now an open field on the coming circle. They have 40 seconds. They have 40 seconds to rest up. They have 40 seconds to gather all their healing equipment.
VGM. The circle is the left side of VGM. So for me, they have the advantage here, especially that they are still complete. They also secured their team 4 points. 4 kills for their team here. So this is a really nice fight for Team VGM. And let's see
It's
what's
the
going to happen for
final
RG and Y Juice.
No covers, open field, 3 threes, let's go. Smokes are popping left and right. They're trying to get a good position here, but this is the final showdown, guys. They only have 5 seconds left. And now throwables are being thrown everywhere. Smokes are filling up the circle. And RG Hands taking out one person. It's not done yet. You can't save your teammate then. You have to move. And he fell. He fell. The damage is too good. The damage is too great. He's trying to run. He managed to get up. And there's 2 players down on team 8. Now VGM trying to crawl in this open field with smokes. VGM takes one more guy out. We have 2 teams left. We have 2 teams left, but team 14 is full. Tuans is down. Tom is down. Bensu. The last man standing in the smokes. He's trying to pick. He's trying to see who he can take out here. But he's alone. Team RG is full. He takes out Hans, but he gets taken out as well. And that's game 1.
Whoa, RG is on fire with how many kills there? 12 kills, 12